Meanwhile, a controversial policy banning paper books at the Metropolitan Detention Center is facing new scrutiny.
Yeah, so of course, it not only takes away an activity that a lot of people enjoyed, one board member argues it's unconstitutional, perhaps even violating the 8th Amendment, which concerns cruel and unusual punishment. Morgan Stevens explains why the board wants outside eyes on that MDC decision to remove nearly all physical books and other paper items from the inmates there. Morgan.
Tessa, Trevor, this year, the Metropolitan Detention Center rolled out a sweeping property policy that removed paper books from inmates. MDC leaders say the policy was necessary to stop the flow of contraband. But I spoke with Patrick Hibbard, a board member of that committee and a former inmate himself. He says he doesn't quite believe that argument.
Idleness tends to lead to disruption. It's just a basic fact of human nature, right? Like how long have we had this saying, what is it? Idle time is the devil's workshop or whatever, right?
A response to a controversial and some who argue unlawful policy that took paper books away from inmates at the Metropolitan Detention Center and passed out tablets instead. MDC argued books were used to smuggle contraband. Some push back on that.
I find the argument that people hide contraband in books, I don't find that very reliable, given that, another board member in a meeting that we had a couple of months ago when we were talking about this issue said, well, they had those mattresses, right? They could hide contraband in those mattresses. Are we going to take those away next?
At a meeting Wednesday, a civilian advisory board raised major concerns, including whether the policy violates inmates' constitutional rights, like the 8th Amendment's cruel and unusual punishment. They called an independent audit to be done.
They quote, one tablet for every 2 people. I've gotten reports from lawyers with clients in segregation that there's 2 tablets for the entire segregation pod. And so people are getting like 30 minutes a day with the tablet. And like I said, that's not just your reading material. That's also how you read your mail, how you contact your family. If any of it's true, it's incredibly disturbing.
Even with an audit, he tells me it's unclear just how much teeth it could have in changing policy. However, MDC already acquiesced a bit. Since reports of the paper book ban started trickling in, they gathered enough money to give each inmate a tablet, a 1-to-1 ratio now. The books, either donated or thrown away. We want to note that KOB did reach out to MDC to ask for an interview and was told nobody could speak with us on the topic. For now, board members like Hibbard say the audit is a first step. Back to you.